So first things first, it was obvious to me, it was obvious that this game was not ready. Not that it was going to get delayed, but just that it wasn't ready. Now you might say, hey, the fall 2025 deadline was mentioned and it seemed like it'd be ready by then, but not really. Like the Rockstar's parent company CEO said that it would be ready to release. But that's what a CEO would say, right? Just trying to will it into existence, trying to keep investors happy. But if you think about the last time Rockstar officially announced anything GTA 6 related, it was the first trailer. And that came out in December 2023. My initial impression for that was that Rockstar had both announced and released the trailer in response to getting hacked. I thought that the whole situation, if you remember, like Twitter was flooded with a ton of leaked gameplay footage, and before that, fans were pretty much demanding Rockstar to just announce GTA 6. Now, the thing I didn't remember was that these leaks and everything actually happened in 2022, around September, or before that, not 2023. So to recap, let's go a bit back in time. In 2018, Red Dead Redemption 2 was released, but I'd say GTA fans have had GTA 6 on their minds since then. Like, thanks Rockstar for Red Dead, but what we really want is the next GTA. So I'd say 2020 to 2021 were the years that the fans really started to actually demand pretty much GTA 6, especially since Cyberpunk had already come out and it was a disappointment, at least initially, and that sort of shifted the focus over to GTA as the most anticipated game. In 2022, Rockstar was hacked and GTA was leaked. And the leaks I remembered were still pretty early in development, mostly figuring out shooting and other basic gameplay mechanics. I think they're still up somewhere online, you can find them. So it was still pretty much a long way to release. And obviously Rockstar wasn't going to be peer pressured into releasing anything, because it took them over a whole year until late 2023 that the trailer was both announced and released. But then in 2024, nothing came out, right? If something did, but that something wasn't the second trailer, then it was nothing. And the second trailer didn't come out, so nothing came out in 2024. And I mean, if that wasn't a dead giveaway that the game wasn't ready for 2025, then the lack of a trailer early this year should have been. So delayed. Officially not ready until May of next year. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got delayed a second time for like 3 or 4 months. But unlike Cyberpunk, I'm pretty sure this game is going to be solid. It's expected to be the greatest game of all time, right? That's not a stretch. And I'm pretty sure it will be, or at the very least, a very solid Game of the Year winner. It'll probably be over a 200 gigabyte download, but I mean, it's going to be great. And the common belief, the default opinion pretty much, is that it's a good thing that the game gets delayed because that means they're focusing on delivering a quality game. And sure, it's a good thing that the developers get to avoid crunch. Game development, the games industry is pretty grueling work, so it's good for them. But that's not the reason I'm glad it's getting delayed. Have you ever thought about a random year in the future, and imagined what your life might look like? Either an actual year, like, I don't know, 2030, 2032, 2040, or just a year in your life, like what my life will look like when I'm 35 or 40 or 50, that sort of thing. So you ask yourself, I wonder if by then I'll have a nice house or a nice car, or if I'll be married and with kids, or if I'll have tons of money. Now, back in the day, back when GTA 5 was just releasing, I would ask myself, I wonder what my life and the whole world would look like when GTA 6 comes out. And this whole meme of blank random thing happening before GTA 6, I feel like that's kind of related. The joke itself is not really funny, but it's like a way of putting things into perspective. And one of the more interesting things, I think, is that we got both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 before GTA 6. So a whole 2 generations of hardware before GTA 6. But then the idea shifts to, what will I get done before GTA 6? Playing GTA 5, I used to think I'd be able to afford a house like Franklin's, not his aunt's house, but like the cool house by the time GTA 6 was out. But no, I mean, that's out the window at this point. But maybe some other goal, like maybe growing this channel, could be achievable. So when the game finally releases, it's like my reward. I set myself out to accomplish something before GTA 6, and I did. And now I get to enjoy the game and my success. Maybe for someone else, that could be graduating from college or getting a better job or just a job or losing weight. If you think of the memes, if you think the we got whatever before GTA 6 jokes are bad now, imagine getting roasted by your friends once the game releases. Like, GTA 6 came out and you're still broke and you're still single and working that dead-end job. GTA 6 came out and you're still in community college and driving the same shitty car. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the way I'm looking at it. And even if you don't have any goals in mind, at the very least, you should consider that GTA 6 will be one of those games, the game, really, that should be played on day one. So we've got one whole year to get a PS5, because no chance it's going to release on PC day one, and a nice TV and a comfortable chair or a couch if you don't have those already. But also, you'll probably want to enjoy the game, right? Really enjoy it for at least a week or two, ideally two, I think, at least, without being interrupted. So the speculated original 2025 release date would have been fall, but for everyone in school and college, that would have been the start of the semester. So it definitely wasn't the best time to release, but now it's during the summer. So I think that's much better. Now, I graduated some time ago, and if you're working like me, you'd better secure that time off, right? Or quit and get a new job and say that your start date is in 2 weeks. Well, if it comes to that, you might as well say you're starting a month after, on June 26th, right? So that's my takeaway. Like, there was no chance it was going to release this year, and now that we have an official release date for next year, you better make the best out of this year, because it's going to be the last year before GTA, right? So what are you going to get done before GTA? Are you going to lock in, or are you just going to not do anything? And then when the time comes to play the game, you're too busy and you'll end up only watching gameplay on your phone in the bathroom at work